YouTube, I hope y'all are having a blessed day. I am back today here at 70 Acres Studio with a very short video, and it's going to be to show you how to go to Dollar Tree and make your own templates. So stick around and let's get started. Firstly, and most importantly, I want to thank one of my subscribers, Amber. She and I were chatting in the comments area, and she was saying that she was going to try and make templates out of the little cutting mats that you can get in Dollar Tree. And I thought that that was such a wonderful idea that I told her I was going to make a video out of it. So this video is dedicated to Amber, and I went to Dollar Tree and I picked up these little tiny cutting mats. Now I had a really large cutting mat that used to reside on my old cutting table, and I replaced it. So I put that outside and I decided to use it. So it is about maybe like 3/16 of an inch thick. You can, if you are careful and aware of what you are doing, you can use this with your rotary cutter. Normally they prefer that they are a wee bit thicker, but you know what? Actually, those are pretty close. Those are pretty close in thickness. So long as you are careful and you're paying attention to what you're doing, you can use these templates with your rotary cutter. Now this one here is a bit thinner than this one was. So you can see that there is a bit of a difference in the height. So this one, what I would recommend is, that when you're using this one, you lay it on your fabric and then cut like that. Cut along the ruler. This way you're not worried about your rotary cutter jumping over the template and coming after your fingers. Because sometimes it's just, you know, it had a grumpy morning and that just not a good idea. I went to Dollar Tree and I got 2 of these little tiny cutting mats, and they are soft and they are bendable, and they are not to be used only with your rotary cutter because it can jump. But what I'm doing is putting my template on here, and then I'm going to be using a permanent marker that bleeds through the paper. So you want a marker that's going to bleed through the paper, and you're going to hold it here and just go over it a couple of times because you really want it to bleed through the paper. And I can barely see the lines, so that might be an issue. You can also tape it down and you can trace around it if you want. And I can barely see over that. What's important is your little dots, and I can see those. I am going to cut this template out because there are a few lines that I'm having trouble seeing. You could use a much thinner paper to print this out on as well. Whatever method works for you. You could also try using some sticky glue, you know, the glue sticks, and glue this down to the template. Whatever method works for you. But I can see a couple of these here lines. There's that dot and that dot. Yeah, those are pretty much on. Yeah, aha, now I see what I did. Now I know where I went wrong. I connected the 2 wrong dots together. There we go, that's more betterer, as my daddy would say. I see, I can just barely see the line. And I have this dot here and this one here. Can't quite see that. So you put that back on like so, and you just hold the magic marker there for a wee bit, And now I can see it there. So we're going from that line to that one. Now you take a pair of scissors, not your good fabric scissors. And look at that, it cuts like butter. Cuts like butter. And now you're going to take your utility knife and a ruler, and you're going to work slowly and carefully. And don't angle this way. Don't angle towards your fingers. You're just going to put the point in at the dot. There. And it didn't go all the way through yet, so you're going to have to do it again, which is no biggie. If you wiggle your utility knife, you'll be able to find the slot that you've already done. And it just about went through. Okay. You can actually just open it up on your own. There, that's opened. And now we're going to do it again. One more cut and we are ready to go. And now you can see it on the back. There you go. Okay, and then you can take a piece of sandpaper and smooth the edges so they're nice and smooth. And you can also use a pair of scissors to, you know, trim up any little crumbs that you've got floating around. But there you go. It's not acrylic, but if you can't afford to pay 16 bucks for this type of thing, you can do this for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. So that is the video. And like I said, I did this one out of an old, somewhat clear cutting mat that I had. And I was able to cut the outside with the scissors, just like you saw me do here. And then I used the utility knife to score these lines and get it out. And this is actually a little bit stiffer than this. If you are careful, and again, I'm going to tell you, do not use this alone. Do not use your rotary cutter and do this, okay? Because it will jump and it will cut you. Just take your ruler and now you can safely do it without getting cut. And this will last a lot longer than the cereal box. This old cutting mat, like I said, was a little bit thicker and a little bit firmer than these. But for $1.25, there is your template. There will be an upcoming video on showing you how to use this template to make another quilt as you go quilt. I've been working on several patterns and I'm waiting for some supplies to come through, and once they come through, then we will start working on this, and it's going to be like eating popcorn. It might even be a little bit more fun than potato chips. On that note, I'm going to get out of here today. This was just a real quick video just to show you how to take a $1.25 cutting mat from Dollar Tree and make templates that you can use for your patterns. I hope you have a very blessed day, a very, very blessed week ahead. God bless.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, John Boy.